again.
Go ahead.
I'm Cody. I play guitar for Artifus.
I'm Michael. I play guitar for Artifus as well.
And you're saying everything's been real good with being on tour with Beer Union.
Yeah. Man, those guys are some of the coolest guys. I love their music. I've been a fan of them for probably like 6+ years. You know, like back when Seasons came out, I was into it. And getting the chance to tour with those guys and just really befriend them and see what they're all about has been awesome. Those guys are super cool.
I never heard of them until we got this tour, but I've slowly been becoming a fan every single night, just watching them play.
So what do you dig then if you haven't really heard of Beer Union? What kind of music you digging?
I mean, that's generally the kind of style of music I listen to. I've just been like out of the loop for so long that
Mikey, when Mikey actually joined the band, he was like straight Asia.
Yeah.
Like Mikey only listened to like Japanese rock bands. So
it's a little like I've been out of the American scene, which I mean they're Canadian, so I guess that's. But you know, I've just kind of been out of that for so long, listening to Japanese music that I've never heard of a lot of these bands we've even been touring with, so it's crazy.
What's been your best experience so far? I mean,
just on this tour, or
well, just in general. I mean,
man, there's literally so many great experiences. My entire life has been spent dreaming about being in a band and like getting to experience the things that a band would experience on the road. And when I finally joined one that got to do that, that was the highlight. Like I get to go, I get paid money to travel the country, drink beers, party with my friends, and play music. Like I can't really complain about that. So, but as far as like individual experiences, man, there are literally so many great memories made out here on the road. It's insane.
I was gonna say it's so hard to choose specifically for me. I know these guys have been doing it like their whole life pretty much. I've only been doing this for 2 years, so kind of like the whole thing. It's just been a great experience so far.
Yeah, Mikey's like he's not even the same person he was when I first met him. Like when he auditioned for the band, like completely different people. It's crazy.
well, you look like you were probably a quiet one. Didn't say a whole lot. Or...
I've gotten a little. I've like slowly been coming out of my box.
He's still pretty quiet.
I'm definitely the quietest person. Yeah.
He's like one of those guys you got to get him a little bit drunk and out of his comfort zone, and then you're gonna get more of him than you need.
Too much. Too much.
That's nice. Well, you guys are so young. I mean, you're learning a lot while you're out, obviously.
Most definitely. I think that's like one of the biggest things about being in a band. Period. Whether you're on the road, or you're in the studio, or you're just rehearsing, you're constantly learning new things, both about your instrument and about the business, and about like just how to work with other guys. Like it's hard being in a band and like constantly focusing on that with 5 other dudes. Like it's like being married to 4 other guys. Like try being married to one person, now add 3 extra people to that. That's what being in a band's like.
Yeah.
But, I mean it's great. We love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
And living out of a van.
Right. Hey man, well, you know, it sucks sleeping, sitting up sometimes, but I wouldn't trade that shit any day of the week for what I do.
We all complain about it, but we keep coming back. So,
yeah,
you know.
obviously we're not ready to quit yet.
Yeah.
So
Nice. So, with your new record, everything's going cool with it, or?
we just released Inhuman July 11th of last year, and we've really been trying to push some of the singles. To this point, it's mostly been the single Inhuman. We've had really great radio response. We've been on a lot of great tours with Theory of a Dead Man and Saint Asonia in the past couple of months, and I would like to say that everything's going well. I feel like we've got a lot of new fans, and there's a lot of people that's kind of digging on what we're doing. So yeah, right on.
Nice. I only have one big question I ask a lot of bands.
Okay.
What's been the biggest mistake that you've made as a band so far?
Like as a whole?
No,
Like individually?
well, any way you want to put it. I mean, you know, what
Man,
is there something you regret that you wish you could go back and?
I can't say there's anything I really regret about my time being in this band, but I can say that one thing I really feel like we should work harder at doing, and I think we are at this point in time, is just staying in front of our fans and staying on the road. I don't feel like a lot of bands stay on tour, and there's a lot of those bands you hear about that tour year round, and that's hectic and it's really like taxing on the band. But honestly, I believe like that's what you have to do nowadays to really get your stuff in front of people. And And so I guess the only thing that I would really change about our game plan in the past has just been touring more. We want to be out, we want to be hanging out with our friends and our fans, we want to be playing our music and taking shots at the bar with whoever wants to take shots. So.
Nice. So, being out so much, you got big family support, I suppose.
Yeah, totally. I would say so. Our hometown and like our families obviously are super supportive of us and all of our friends, but it's actually been kind of surprising because where we're from in like the northwestern part of Tennessee, there's been kind of an absence of music scenes or like support for music scenes in that area. So, and it's been really refreshing to see us and like a handful of other bands come out of that area and start really pushing to do good things, and seeing all those friends and those family and even those strangers that like we lived amongst all of our lives, you know, they're coming out to shows, they're buying CDs and they're into it. So
nice. With doing that, you know, being from, are you guys from small towns, that area, or is it larger?
We're all from different towns in the area, kind of. I'm from a small town called Martin, Tennessee. It's like a college town, and when school's in session, it's about 16,000 people, so it's not very large. Mikey's from Jackson, which is considerably bigger than Martin, but still not that big.
But growing up, Jackson was super small. Like there was nothing there, but it's slowly a big.
Oh, hey, we got a guest. We got a guest in here.
Yeah. How's it going?
Hey, how you doing now?
Pretty good.
Just talking about the tour and how everything was going, and just getting a feel for, you know, what you guys are thinking. I mean, let's just talk, man.
Oh yeah. Well, what have you guys been talking about?
We were just talking about hometown support.
I was talking about how it was refreshing to have a lot of people in our hometown area kind of come out and start building a scene again.
Yeah, this whole tour has kind of been that way. It's like the last 2 tours we did were bigger tours, you know, like the Saint Sonia Theory tour, and we were really hoping to wrangle in some of that crowd. And I mean, tonight alone showed us that these people came out, and a lot of them came out to see us, and it felt good.
Yeah, I mean, this is small. This is my hometown. This is a small town.
Yeah.
So I mean, we pulled in and I drove in today, and like I was just like, man, like this has to be town, right? Like me and Mikey were sitting in the front, and Mikey was like, I think this is like town. Like there was nothing here, but we showed up at the venue, and like tons of people came out and made tonight great. Like,
Yeah, it was a great show, great night.
That's great. We've been talking about what you've been listening to, you know, on your own, time and everything.
The funny thing was, he just asked me that over there. He was like, "What do you guys listen to in the van?" And I was like, "Well, we only have FM radio."
But
we actually have a CD player in the back that we've been meaning to hook up, but every day we have off, we just like go into a coma. So it's just like nobody feels like
the one that's hooked up right now, the CD player, apparently doesn't like Everclear because it swallowed up our Everclear CD and hasn't spit it back out.
Yeah.
So. But as far as what we listen to, it's wide
Everywhere.
variety. Anything that is good and doesn't suck, I feel like.
Even sometimes if it sucks.
Even sometimes if it sucks.
We heard this song the other day called Double Dutch Bus.
The Double Dutch Bus.
And I don't know when it came out or anything about it, but
It was so bad it was good.
the weirdest song I've ever heard in my life. But it was like one of those we couldn't stop listening to. We were all just like,
We moved on to the
In a
Triple
trance.
Dutch Bus after that, I think. But Scottie's really he likes Carnival,
yeah.
Incubus. Scottie he listens to a lot of 90s alternative, like really trippy stuff.
You know, I get a feeling when I look at you and I hear you sing, like Gerard Way, like you were into Gerard
totally.
Way, you know, Mike
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of him, yeah.
Mikey listens to, like I said earlier, he's like obviously into like some Japanese rock and a lot of stuff from overseas. But
Periphery is my favorite
Periphery.
band. I love these guys.
Let's hang out. Let's go on tour.
Yeah, I like
It
Red.
goes everything from Red Periphery to Michael Jackson to...
I mean, we'll literally at any given point in time, like you can gamble and totally lose on what a band member's listening to in the van.
Yeah.
Like I'll be sitting in the van and hear like somebody's headphones because they're so loud and bleeding through the van. Like Anthony will be in the back seat and I can just hear like Vertical Horizon or something like that going off. So you never know what you're gonna get traveling.
Nice. What's your plans next? I mean, I know you're still touring and everything, but
Well, the whole Round 2 Live and Loud tour, we're gonna do like a part 2 coming up soon. We're gonna keep it going. It's been a whole different thing. We're trying to kind of change the game a little bit on how shows are done, you know, and kind of keep a little more control in our hands and and make sure that things kind of get done the way we need them to be done, you know. So we're all learning through this experience and stuff.
It's been a huge learning.
I've learned a lot in the past 3 weeks.
But like, if it wasn't, all the bands on this tour have made it just easy. Like everybody's helped each other out, everybody's had each other's back. Like it's been a great tour.
I think to touch on that, like our future plans right now consist of more touring. We just, like I said, we put out Inhuman last year, and we've only had one single off that, so we're looking at hopefully trying to prolong that a little bit before we go back in the studio and really just touring and trying to get in front of as many people as possible. So.
Well, we'll wrap it up. Anything you want to say to anybody, people at home, you know, anything?
Supporting us. We won't stop.
Support all local music. Even if it's not local, if they're good and you like them, go see them, pay the money to get in their show, buy their merch, support them, because the fans are what's keeping bands like us on the road.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us, man.